Hello, my most fantastic artist. I am Hello, my most fantastic artist. I am so excited to see you guys on our very last day of art class. We have come so far together, and I have really enjoyed making art with each and every one of you. I hope you guys have had a pretty good time too. Today, in honor of the new mask I got from the internet, and in honor of our last day, I thought we would make some origami birds that we can wear on our fingers. I think this is going to be a really fun origami to do with you guys. So make sure that you have a piece of paper. Any sort of piece of paper will work just fine. If you have a pair of scissors, grab a pair of scissors if you have them. We also might want to decorate our birds, so if you have crayons or colored pencils or markers, get those out and have a pen along too or a pencil along too so you can decorate. Alright, before we get started, we should definitely check out the artist leaderboard. The artist leaderboard for today is everybody! Guys, I had such a great time drawing with you, and I'm really going to miss making art with you. You guys are going to have so much fun in your next specials. Whatever it is, I know you guys are going to love it. Alright, let's get into our origami birds for our fingers. My most fantastic artist, I have my paper here. I have my scissors. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper. My paper is not vertical, but horizontal. And I'm going to turn my paper horizontal and fold it in half like a book. So take your paper, fold it in half like a book. Remember, if I ever go too fast or you missed a step, you can always rewind this video to go back and see what you missed. Unfold your book, and you're going to cut your paper in half right in the middle. It doesn't have to be completely perfect, but try to stay in the middle the best you can. If you don't have scissors, you can also use your hands to carefully and slowly tear your paper in half. That will work just as well. Now that we've cut our paper in half, we'll be able to make two birds for two of our fingers. So let's start with our first paper. Put your second paper off to the side for now, and we're going to start with our first paper here. So take your first paper, and we're going to fold our first paper into a square. So I have my first paper here. It is horizontal, and I'm going to fold the left corner all the way up to the top edge. So I'm going to take the left corner and fold it up to the very top edge, like that. Crease it slowly. Remember, origami is all about taking your time. And then we're going to cut off this extra rectangular part right here. So either taking your scissors or taking your hands and carefully tearing, you're going to cut off this extra rectangular bit off the edge. That way, when you unfold your paper, it should be a perfect square, or almost a perfect square. Alright, the next step we're going to take is we're going to make a kite shape. So we're going to take the corner of our rectangle and we're going to fold it in to the middle. Our goal here when we fold our corners into the middle is to keep this bottom part pretty pointy. So you want to make sure that this bottom part stays pretty pointy down here at the bottom. Fold one side into the middle of your paper. Then take the other side and you're going to fold the other corner into the center as well to make kind of a kite shape. Alright, make sure to crease it really well. Try to keep this bottom part as pointy as possible. So you might need to do a little bit of refolding to make that bottom part a little bit pointier. So I'm just kind of doing a little bit of folding in to make this bottom part a little bit pointier. There we go. I did a bit of refolding there to make this bottom part nice and pointy down here. And then the next thing I'm going to do is fold this completely in half. So I'm going to take this that I folded into a kite, and I'm going to fold it in half, in on itself. And again, you want to keep this bottom part pretty pointy, so come down here with your fingers and try to work that into a little point. Perfect. Now that you've folded your kite in half, all right, now that we've got that, we're going to turn it around so that we have a folded edge on the top. So that's our folded edges on the top. We have one long edge on the left side, and we have our short edge on the right side. And this is going to be our beak over here and our tail over here. The next thing we need to do is find the middle of our paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold our paper very gently. Fold your paper very gently, all the way in half, so beak to tail. And I just want you to squeeze just the part of that paper. You're not going to fold the whole thing, just squeeze the top part, and then you can unfold it, and you'll see this line here is where the middle is. It's actually a little bit bright. Let me lower the brightness a little bit on my ring light so you guys can see it a little bit better. So this line here is where the middle is. And this is the tricky bit, so pay attention. What you're going to do is you're going to make a fold that goes from this little crease that we made. So this crease here, it's hard for you to see. I'm going to put a little mark on it. So we want to go from here all the way to this corner. We want to make a line that goes from here all the way to this corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this end of our beak and we're going to fold from here all the way to there. So you're going to fold in a line the beak over from here to there. And you want to keep this part pretty pointy because this is going to be our beak. So you want to make this point as pointy as possible. Okay, so all you need to do once you've folded it over is fold it all the way around again, and then you're going to tuck this in to the corner. So fold it all the way around, and then you're going to tuck this in to the corner. And if you're like mine and yours folds around and this doesn't look pointy enough down here, this isn't going to be pointy enough, you might need to unfold, take a look, and you might need to refold this part so it's just as pointy as can be. So I'm coming back to this point, I'm refolding it so it's a bit pointier. That way I can come around. Look how pointy it is now. I've come all the way around. It's much pointier. And I can fold this little bit in right there, like that. So I've tucked the tail right into this little pocket. All right. So now that you have your folded paper, you can flip it around so that this folded bit isn't showing. And this bit here will be the beak, and this bit back here will be the tail. And when you're finished, you'll be able to open it up and pop it right on your finger. And you know what, I just realized this actually looks kind of like a dolphin too. So if you wanted to make this into a dolphin or a fish, go for it. I'm going to make mine into a bird because I have a bird beak, which is hilarious. So I'm going to go ahead and take my crayons and add some color to my beak, my crayons and my markers, and add some color to my beak. You can get your crayons and markers out, or you can rewind this video to watch how I make the bird's beak in the first place. So if you're struggling with the beak, you might need to pause here and rewatch the video so you can figure out just how to get your beak just right. So I've got my beak colored in. kind of looks like a big hornbill. Alrighty, and there we have it, our bird puppet. And you can take your finger and you can slip it into this bottom opening here and put it on your hand, and there you have a bird puppet that'll sit right on your hand. Hello, Mr. Bird. Hello. Awesome, right? Alright, now that we know how to do it, we can make a second one with our second piece of paper. So I have the other piece of paper that I got from earlier from when I cut my paper in half, and I'm going to start by folding my right corner up to the very top of my paper here. So I'm going to fold this corner, my left corner, all the way up to the top edge here. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut the edge off, this extra rectangle edge right off. That way I have a square piece of paper. Then I'm going to make a kite out of this paper by folding the corners into the center. So I'm going to take this corner, fold it into the center, and crease my paper. Remember, you want this bottom part to stay pretty pointy. We're making a kite shape, so I'm going to take this other corner, bring it into the center. Take your time, try your best to crease that edge, crease this side edge as well. And once you've folded both your pieces of paper into the center and you've made a kite shape, you're going to fold your paper all the way in half. Awesome possum. Now that we've done that, we're going to take our paper and turn our paper around. That way the folded edge is pointing away from us and the open edge is pointing towards us. We have one long edge on the left side and one short edge on the right side. All right, now that we know that, we want to make a fold with this corner. We want to take this corner and fold it all the way over this, and we want it to be an exact line. So to do that, to make this fold here and make it exactly pointy, you're going to take this corner and you're going to fold it into the middle. So take this corner and you want to fold it at this crease right here. So see where this pointy bit is here? You're going to fold this over the pointy bit so that it stays very, very pointy. See how pointy that is down there? If you're not really sure quite where to fold it, you could always start here, fold it in half to find the middle part. That way you know where the middle is so you can make this crease. So here we are. We've found this middle because we want to fold it right to this pointy bit. And we're going to fold this shorter end over, right over the pointy bit to make a very sharp point. Just like that. Then you're going to wrap this underneath and it's going to pop up over here, and you're going to bring it all the way around so you can tuck it in right here at the front. And if you're like me and it's not really tucking in exactly, you might need to make this a bit pointier. So fold it, make sure it's very pointy, wrap it up, and around, and then you're going to tuck this little corner into this little pocket here. So take this corner and put it right into this little pocket. Crease it down. Ah, very lovely. Right? And the pointier this is, the more it will look like a beak, right? Flip your folded side over so we have the other side on the front, and then you can decorate it and then wear it as a puppet. This one kind of looks like it has an open mouth, and I kind of think it looks sort of like a horse, so I might make this one look more like a horse. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and decorate this one next, and I'm going to decorate this one more like a horse. Alright, I'm going to decorate this one a bit like a horse. You can turn your finger puppets into any sort of animals that you want. I do think they look rather bird-like, but this one here looks a little more horse-like than I was expecting, so a horse it becomes. Alright, my most amazing artists, you are back, and you probably have some pretty cool finger puppets. Check them out. I have a horse and I have a bird here. Pretty cool, huh? You probably have some too. If you finish early, you can go on down to the next video below this one on Schoolology. If you go back to Schoolology, the next video is a Art Hub for Kids how to draw video for our very last day. So enjoy that video, enjoy making your origami finger puppets if you do, and I can't wait to see you again next year. Alright guys, I hope that you guys have a great, fantastic Thursday, and really enjoy your next semester. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody!